Yeah, how are you doing?
Mm-hmm. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. And to be honest, like I say all the time, could care less about the Fed rate decision. Could care less about any of the news. News is used for manipulation. They are all just massive psyops. Sorry if you don't understand that yet, but that's exactly what's going on. So, trade low time frame volatility for the win. You don't have to worry about the news. We don't care about the news. In fact, when that news manipulates all the traders into bad decisions, we're here to take advantage of it, right? 100%.
Yeah, and if you don't listen to the news, then you won't be swayed into a trade that's against your math. Your model will correct for the news, will anticipate the news.
Exactly.
It's built in.
Exactly. Exactly what we've been saying. Oh, volatility on the daily has literally fallen off a cliff. Yeah, kind of steady. Took about 4 or 5 days, but yeah, man, this thing is going to get a little ebb and flow here into a pump. Starting to get a little expansion negatively correlated. Ah, boy. Let's blow up this power mean real quick. Look, we got variance. Variance is pretty low. Probably going to get a pop. What's variance? Spread of data around the mean. What is that
Delicious.
data? Yeah. Spread it evenly on your toast. Just a
That's right.
little bit of data here, a little bit of data there.
Peanut butter and variance.
Yes, we've correlated it so you know what direction you're headed. It's a beautiful thing. Indeed. In my opinion, the most simple, one of our best indicators we have. Very easy to read. It's no nonsense. Have a different workflow. Everybody's going to trade a different time frame. I highly suggest trading low time frames starting at about the 15-minute. I wouldn't trade any other time frame above that. Everything else is just used as a workflow to get a bias of how are you going to trade down here? How are you going to trade? What is that workflow telling you intraday? What's going to be happening? Because we could care less what's happening next week, right? I don't care. I don't care if Bitcoin's at $1. If Bitcoin's at $1, I guarantee I was probably shorting it into the dirt because the VEPS were telling me to short it into the dirt. It's all good though. It's all good. I don't short BTC often. When I do, it's low time frame scalps, nice and quick, in and out, in and out. That's the way to fill the small buckets. We don't care about the big buckets, right? Lots of small buckets will fill that big bucket. You'd be surprised. People that are waiting around to fill that big bucket, how many times do they get knocked out of positions, stop losses hit, liquidations, just one thing after another. And of course, they're never going to take, full responsibility for their trades. They're going to blame it on something else. Hey man, at some point, right, you got to put away foolish things. You got to become men and women. You got to make real decisions based on math. Took me a while to realize how powerful math was in my life, but yeah, once you figure it out, you're like, okay, I've been doing this all wrong. Well,
the dog ate my profits.
Yeah, I mean, when you're literally living in a crystalline matrix built on mathematics, makes sense. Let's use math for everything. That's why when you do use math, that's why. I mean, how many people out there see numbers, right? Numbers flash things to you all the time, right? Do you see the master numbers? Do you see certain sequence of numbers like the 1111, maybe 222, 333 on the clock, always presenting itself to you? You're being
I've
fed.
got the website for you, Bilbo. I've got the website. Been using it for 8-9 years. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
All right. It went offline. You'll like it. It's a pretty cool little. If you're talking those numbers, you enjoy it.
Oh yeah, I see them nonstop. Obviously, it's literally this crystalline matrix feeding you information, telling you to be aware of things. It's actually when you see numbers like that, that's when you should take a pause in this life, take some deep breaths, have a quick little meditation, manifestation, right? Tell Tell this matrix what you want, right? If you come from a begging or a praying attitude where you think there's a higher power that's going to give you something, when actually you are the higher power manifesting these things in your life, demand these things, right? Don't ask, command it. Just command abundance, command truth, command love in your life. That's all you got to do, man. Your life will change. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay. Ran over. I love the numbers. Love the numbers. Right now, we're rejecting off this 9 log MA. On the daily, talking about this for a long time. I mean, this thing is setting up. This thing's setting up is what you really need here. You need Bitcoin's data set above the reverse wave trend. You need Bitcoin's data set running to the top side of the power mean band. Right now, it's about 27.5. $1,500 move. Interesting. Let's see, any cryptos bouncing right now? Popping a little bit. Yeah, Lord. Got Solana stuck down here at 15 bucks. Cardano under 30 cents. Woo! Cardano's getting sexy. Again. Cardano was getting sexy. Let's see here. Oh, Bonk. Go hide somewhere. Go hide, Bonk. Yeah, I don't see anything. It's all good. Okay, so there's the daily. Take one quick peek here on the weekly. This thing's just I mean, you guys, look, this thing is hanging on to the reverse wave trend on the weekly. This is where, these, as you're going down through your workflow, things need to happen here. Things need to happen. Took a while, right? We're at the local low down here on the weekly, 15.5? Bitcoin made a run, right? You're outside the power mean band down here a few times. Finally tested that reverse wave trend. Now it's done it when you're outside the power mean band to the top side. Testing the reverse wave trend. Last week's wick went right to the 33 and 99 log MA that are crossing. All right, you got the 33 crossing up the 99. Struggling though, trying to reject from it. You had the 9 cross up. Good stuff. You want to get all these log MAs above the reverse wave trend. Power mean band cruising through all these as well. You're always going to have like the 9 and the 33 somewhere hovering around in the power mean band. The 99 usually breaks loose like the Fisher. It'll be a cap to the top or a little bit of support on the downside. Real support and resistance. Things that are built on log returns. Not built upon price. Let's see here. All right, back down to a daily. Already peeped that. Let me see something here real quick. Setting up anything at all? We're not. This chart is, if anything, it's setting up hidden bear. Hidden bear right when you went up previous daily candle yesterday. Tested that 9 log MA. Z score's doing here. This higher length, the Z score, just hanging around. This 0 threshold here. Something's got to give. Been in a random walk, had a little bit of trend to the downside back here, right? You can see a little bit of trend. When you see that entropy, when you see the area, right? When you see it turn light blue, you are trending hard. Other than that, all been a random walk. All these moves that are bigger than that trending move. This is what people don't realize about trend, right? You need an indicator to show you when it really is trending. I mean, this move right here, total random walk, right? Total random walk, random walk, random walk. All these moves. This is why people get wrecked using traditional TA indicators. Let's see here. And when you see these types of moves, let me see something here real quick. They're usually not going to be divergence plays when it's in a random walk. You're looking for some, and I'm talking, if you get some good bull, good bear div, you're usually going to get a nice little trending move out of it. Sometimes hidden, right? Sometimes hidden. But you'll see a lot of times even hidden bull will be a random walk. Let's see here. Yeah, beautiful indicators. Let's see, what are we doing? Getting really close to setting up some hidden bear on the 4 hour. Volatility on the 4 hour, on the other hand, has definitely fallen off a cliff with grade. Low length volatility, right? When you see a drop from about, what was it up here? At the top, it was about 80 percentile. But the previous candle before this drop off was about 64. Down to literally 0 with grade, right? Zeros. Then you got the let's see, the 2400 length volatility read at about 18.75. The 981's at a 45.68. Everything's contracting. 981, 525, definitely negatively correlated. You're breaking correlation positive on the 2400 read. Damn it, I got bit by a mosquito right on the head. What a pain in the ass, man. It itches like crazy. I'll cover it up. Let's see. Actually, boy, that's pretty flat. Man, are we getting a little expansion there? Kind of flat right now, looking like the 2400 wants to expand again. It's already flipping positively correlated. Already flipping. You do have, let's see here, from that low, from the 30 length. Let me blow this up real quick. Is that a lower low? Yes, it is. Boom, boom. So yeah, this is definitely a bear div pop here on the 4 hour. All right, there it is on the 30 length Z score is definitely showing it. I'll tell you what, the low length, or not low length, the returns oscillator is not showing it. But the Z scores are. Z scores are almost back up to reverse wave trend there. Where's that at on the 4 hour? About 26,150. 26,150. We had a little pop, right? We were outside the power mean band. I was even talking about this. There's a test of the wave trend. And we got to wick up at the side of it. Look at the bears. Run it right to the bottom of the power mean band. There's a reason why we use this power mean band. Very powerful. You throw the reverse wave trend, reverse Fisher, these 3 log MAs in there. You got yourself a great little indicator. Varying slow here as well. Like I said, though, starting to set up. Blow this returns oscillator up. You know what? It's not really. It's from this little point. It's a higher high. I'm looking for here though. So it's starting to move in that direction. The Z score, on the other hand, any type of bear div on the top side, not having it. It was bull. It was definitely bull div on the Z scores. Probably got this pop. Almost made it right back up. It looks like that wick went right to the 33 power mean. Makes sense. Powerful read. Okay, let me stat. Just random walk. We're just randomly walking. Yeah, everywhere. We've had some little tiny trends. Little tiny trends on the 90-minute. Volatility, once again, falling off a cliff. So it's falling off a cliff on the 4 hour. 90-minute. Now you've got 2 volatility lengths falling off a cliff. The 981 was coming down. Not off a cliff. It was above a 25, though. So we got a 25-point drop in one candle. The 525, though, was up here almost 50. Grade, right? That's the little white and red line here. Come on in, girl.
Holy frijoles!
Get up here. Hey, stop! Hey, stop! Got a crazy dog out here barking its brains out. Yeah, that's what dogs do. That's right. You win. So am I looking for some volatility expansion on these low time frames? Absolutely. Let's see if it's on here on the, wait a minute, on the 90-minute at all. This wasn't actually a bull move either. Clean charts down here. Clean charts. Let me see. Was there a little bit of hidden bull? Yeah, there was hidden bull on the 30 length Z score. Actually, it was on the returns oscillator too. Right from here. Boom. Lower low. Lower low. Now why? Look at the little turn in the returns oscillator. We have a low here on the data set, right? Got a higher low right over here. These are just little things you will see in the returns oscillator. Did it give a nice little hidden bull pop? Absolutely it did. Absolutely. Not a massive move. A few $100, like $300. Be a nice little scalp. If America ever, or if this this 3-letter organization is trying to control cryptocurrency, gets their heads out of their asses, lets Americans trade freaking cryptocurrency like the rest of the damn world. So ridiculous. We're falling behind. We're falling behind. You don't think these developers are going to go to other countries? Guys, newsflash. You know where they're all going? They're going to India. They're going to these other countries that are crypto friendly, that are going to let people develop. And I mean, it is literally the future. But I don't know if you've been keeping track of what's going on here. Guys, it's happening on purpose. For whatever reason. Doesn't matter. But you can just see it, right? Just trying to break down this society. It's crazy, man. Well, we're going to sit here. We're going to trade the math. We're going to trade the math until they tell me I can't trade anymore. Which, hey, man, who knows? Got a bunch of freaks in office right now, so. Oh, my God. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there's a little bear right here on the 45. Just crossing the zero mean here, too. During pre-market. What do we got? 14 minutes until the open. But now remember, you're setting up a little bit of hidden, too. You will be if you get this data set a little lower. Let me see here. What do we got? What do we got? Yeah, man, all these volatility reads are low. 4 hour, 90 minute, 45. Volatilities are really low. Wanting to expand. So if I'm looking at this returns oscillator, it's just little bit of local bear div. Is that going to play out more than maybe to the bottom of the power mean band here? Could. That's a, God, we're talking $100 little quickie. $100 quickie. Let's go to the 33 minute here. Yeah, setting up a bunch of hidden right now. That's what you usually see, right? Bear div, you're usually setting up hidden bull on the bottom. Likewise, a bull div and hidden bear to the top. Same thing's going on in Z-score too. Powerful. But you can see on the 33, I mean, we're outside the power mean band. The data set you just always know, right? Returns are going to mean revert. Data sets follow the returns. That's why you see this constant theme. Outside the power mean band of the top side, then to the downside, always recentering, right? At the reverse wave trend. Moving within the power mean band. Top side, downside. It's a good one. Once you learn the tendencies of this indicator, yeah, it makes things a little easier when you understand volatility as well. Variance. Yeah, I got a nice little setup I'm working with right now. I'm liking it a lot. Let's see the 15 minute here. Well, I'll tell you what, these traditional markets, right? Are they revving up? Revving up for a move. Could care less about a rate decision, but you can see what everybody thinks is going to happen by looking at traditional markets, right? I don't care what people think is going to happen, right? When you trade low time frame volatility, you don't care what people think anymore, right? You care what the VEPS are telling you. That's all that matters. It's all that matters. And if you do, right, everybody at some point in time is going to get into a position. Volatility dictated it, but look at all the breaks in correlation. This is why sometimes people say, oh, man, he was wrong on that move. No. The volatility was dictating to get into that position. Then the correlation broke just as fast, right? The correlation broke just as fast. Data set went the opposite direction. But as an alpha trader, what do? You limit your loss and you get out of the position immediately. Just immediately. Take a tiny little loss. Because using the VEPS, depending on where you're at, right, learning these things, you're gonna start building a really, really positive P&L. Your percentage is gonna skyrocket if you do this right. And it's all about limiting your losses. You can't take massive losses and think your P&L is going to get better. It doesn't work like that. You need wins. You need tiny little losses, right? And if you're winning anywhere from, let's say, I'll just throw a number out there, like 7 to 9 trades out of 10. That's how powerful this can be. You're good to go. You don't even have to pay attention to it. Look at it every month and just marvel. Watch it going up. And anybody can do this. I don't care how you trade. But most people are emotionally attached to their trades. Or they're listening to the news. They're listening to their little echo chamber. No, Bitcoin's going to dump. You need to get in a short. I'd use leverage too. You're going to get rich. It's just like, wow. Then wrecked. Bitcoin pumps and wrecks everybody. You see it all the time. You see it all the time. Get wrecked. Crazy. So we're setting up some hidden bull right now in the 15-minute. Yes, we are. Several points of it too. Let's see what the volatility is doing. Okay, there was this little 15-minute pullback. You had some expansion, negatively correlated. 2400. Excuse me, 2400. So if the load length volatility starts contracting right now, it's negatively correlated. That's fine. Price action is going to walk up. Considering it's on the top side of the power mean band, look how tight it is too. Another thing, something's gonna happen here, right? We're gonna get a move when the power mean band tightens up like that. You get all the log MAs, reverse wave trend, reverse Fisher. They're all inside the power mean band. This is when you get some nice moves. So let's see what happens here. Is it going to bounce off the top side of the power mean band right here? Some continuation of the top side. Time is at 9:22. Let me get this account up so I know when the market open happens and I don't miss it. There you go. That thing load up. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, dun, dun, dun. Come on. There we go. There we go. What we got going on over here? All right. There's Bitcoin. Here we got a cross on the 15 getting ready to happen, right? Wouldn't be a bit surprised this drops right to it. Right to it. You got a wave trend crossing up Fisher right at about 25, 960 area. I mean, dude, we're talking 20, 30 bucks below. These usually get tapped. These little crosses usually will get a run. Let's see what happens, especially it's this close. Trying to find support on the top side here, though. You got the 9 log MA right at the top of the power mean band. All a random walk. Had some little bitty light trends in here on the 15-minute. Had a nice one to the downside here. Look how many times the thing tried to break back up. Kept trending, kept trending, kept trending. Here's where it broke. Back inside the 2 SD band, the predictor flips immediately. Got to remember this. If you study the entropy indicator, look at the data sets, watch trend. Usually watch what happens when you bust back up inside these deviation levels. I'm telling you, man, usually get a nice little reversal. And it's a random walk. You're like, oh, it trended to the downside. Then it flipped around. It trended up. No, it didn't trend up. It was heading back into a random walk, which then you're going to get the natural drift in these markets, right? To the top side. There's always going to be a natural drift. They call it positive drift, right? Positive drift. That's why when we're talking about volatility, when I'm talking about volatility, say you are negatively correlated, right, with the volatility contraction. That's just a walk up. But if it's moving to the top side, you need to know that the drift is in effect, but it's not going to drift to the downside. You're just going to have a walk down. That's why I don't like to confuse, because a lot of options traders and people, you start talking about drift, they will definitely, hey man, there's no negative drift. What are you talking about? Yeah, it's volatility. If you think of it, it's called volatility drift, if anything. When you learn the tendencies about the volatility, you'll see what we're talking about. You'll see what we're talking about. Is it 100% correct? Yeah, it is. The tendencies tell you exactly what's going on in price action. There are 3 different levels, 3 different correlations. You literally can become a candle builder. You can literally tell people what this candle looks like without even looking at them, right? You can tell people what the data set's doing by just looking at volatility. You don't even need a data set. Try that with some traditional TA indicators.
Yeah, chicken tendencies.
Yeah, you got to learn the chicken tendencies. For sure.
Yeah.
We trademarked that too. Chicken tendencies.
Right. Gotta learn them.
Gotta learn them. It's all good. What are you going to be without them chicken tendencies?
And we have a 6-pack. It's a 6-pack of chicken tendencies, no less. A 6-piece chicken tendencies.
Yes. Oh boy, it's a
Yeah,
it's a 3-piece and a Coke.
that's right, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Who needs McNuggets when you can get chicken tendencies?
That's right. That is right. Okay.
Didn't mean to interrupt. I just heard tendencies, chicken tendencies.
Yeah.
Also, hello to Discord, everybody. Jump in from TV if you're there.
Yep.
Woo, we love Discord. TradingView. Thanks, TradingView.
Thank you. And we love our variance indicator for sure. Guys, you can trade these outliers, man. You can literally trade these outliers. What the heck is that? What the heck is that? So yeah, come on over into the Alpha Trading Discord. I got to turn something on here real quick. We are a friendly group of traders.
I will say this about the TradingView streams. I mean, if you're going to watch crypto or trading streams, you may as well watch them on TradingView where the tools are, because that's where you're trading anyway. And but if you're there and you want to get engaged in this conversation, jump into the Discord. It's awesome. But if you're watching on TV anyway, yeah, awesome, welcome, glad to have you. That's what we're here. We're here for you guys, and it's just it's a small but awesome community. So we make these videos and live streams on TradingView available for everyone, because even if you're watching it at a later hour or something, you can find it easily in the place where you chart anyway. But if you're here during the live stream, come on in. It's the water is warm or something.
Yeah.
The sharks are friendly.
Dive in. The water's warm.
Yep.
The wolf den is right next to a beautiful river. That's right. There's great white sharks in that river. Got to know what you're doing. Because if you don't, you'll get gobbled up. They are the algos. They will eat you alive. But when you turn into a shark yourself, they got mad respect. They see you swimming around in there with them. They're like, hey, look at this flesh and blood great white here. He's out here chomping on all the retail traders with us. It's like, yeah, 100%. We're just cleaning up their mess, man. These things are like the Cookie Monster. They're just destroying shit, leaving crumbs everywhere. Hundreds of millions of dollars of crumbs, to be exact. So why not go out and just clean up their mess for them? Got to take your profits quick, though. You're trading these low time frames? Telling you, man. Got to take those profits quick. Now, obviously, I'm always looking for at least $100 scalp. I'm trying to squeeze it out. Right? We're talking, you're going to be paying some fees and whatnot. There's some exchanges you can get set up where you get some really low fees. Those days are ending, though. I mean, FTX had a great deal way back in the day, right? Literally zero maker fees if you staked so many FTX tokens. Now we know why.
Right.
They're building all this liquidity up in that shit coin, and Jesus, what a... Don't think old Sam...
there's a Ponzi number to that.
Yeah.
To those coins. It's very easy to see. And if you aren't spending $90 a trade, right, and FTT is at $90, well, then you have no reason holding FTT. And then you need to hold 90 times 300 coins, and then you'll get market maker free. So we have that on Binance as well. So the guys who buy these shit coins, these exchange coins at cheap prices, and then that exchange coin goes up, they're the guys who get to mow down the market with market buys and sells. It costs them nothing. So there's an advantage to holding some of these exchange coins if you're a hyper aggressive trader. It allows you to do it for free.
And a pretty big skew here to the call side on these zero days. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking, wow. 437s are $1.60 right now. $1.65 on the calls. The 436 puts are $1.34. Yeah. Now you can see what the market makers are thinking. It's a trap. Here's this new daily range. I mean, literally getting ready to test it right now. Because we close, right? And then what's it right at?
Open.
Yeah, it's about 436.4 right here. Now remember, here's this daily range from yesterday. But you always got to look what happened at the end of the day, right? Look what happened at the end of the day. Look at the wick, right? Look at the wick right to the top of the daily range. So, hey, man, there you go. And I even talked about it yesterday. This does not have to get tested. I mean, it gapped up above the 68.3 and just stayed up here. No real big moves. This is tough yesterday, right? Unless you were in on some calls right, at the end of yesterday or something. Yeah, this was tough. I mean, you had a little fluctuation here, not much. Wasn't a fun day, for sure. I mean, there were some little scalps, but look at the wicks on these things, man. I mean, this was all over the place. All over the place. You're looking for some nice sustained moves, right? You don't want this chop. Chop! Suey! We don't need no chop. Yeah, maybe today. Win pullback. Win pullback. See, here's the new weekly range, just like this daily range, right? Look right before the weekly close. Look at the wick, right to the top of the new weekly. Do I think this is going to revisit? I mean, it could, but these markets are flipping pretty bullish, right? I don't care about the news. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing in the charts. These volatility ranges, telling you, man, you got the week, you got the daily above the weekly, above the monthly. It's set up. You got a lot of macro support below here. And the dollar is just literally worthless. What is Dixie doing? There you go. That's what Dixie's doing. Tight daily range. Tight daily range right at the center of the monthly. So what does it do? What does it do? You got a tight daily range. What's it do? Trends to the downside right to the bottom of the monthly. That 15-minute candle. All right, here's where the liquidity's at. Let me see something. There's a 95 for the plus distribution range too, this white cross line, which just happens to be, what is that, second support level on the daily? Yes, second support level on the daily. So if it does get down below this monthly range, you got a nice little pop here. There's a 95.4% chance that Dixie does not close today below 102.75. Dump down on this 15-minute candle below the 1 SD normal distribution. Got a wick on the next candle right to it. Rejected right to the bottom of the monthly range. Powerful. You can see what the theme is here. I mean, you closed a couple candles here above that tight daily range. Almost immediate rejection back below the 68.3. Sent one wick up above it, pulled back. Bears slam this thing down. Then you open up the new 4-hour candle. Don't close the candle above the 4-hour 68.3 Laplace and literally reject from it to where we're at right now. Not we. I got nothing to do with this stinky dollar. They still buy things. I don't know how, but yeah. Went to the grocery store the other day. What a joke. Holy shit. Dollar doesn't go very far these days. No, it doesn't. Hell, I remember a short time ago, you go in the grocery store, spend $100, you get quite a few bags of groceries. Dude, you're lucky to walk out 2 little plastic bags of shit for $100 now. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, especially if you're buying meat, cheese, eggs. Crazy expensive. Crazy expensive. All right.
It's cheaper to raid.
Do what?
It's cheaper to just go and raid.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. Get the tribal warriors together and freaking go raid the neighbor village. Get all the goats.
They gotta go and get the food again, not you.
Get you some goats. Get you some women. Take it all. Take it all. I heard those kids in the neighboring village like to work pretty hard. We'll grab some children too. Jeez. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, we are kidding here, right?
Yeah, the kids are just herders. Don't worry.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Go into the Alpha Voice chat. See, people are talking in here. Hey, these chicken fingers. Oh my goodness. Okay. That is pretty funny. Somebody's running a train on chicken tendies. It's okay. It happens, man. It happens. So where is this? Where is SPY gonna go? Let's see here. Let's get traditional markets here. Let's take a peek. Let's front run this silly decision they're getting ready to make. So we really don't care. We really don't care. Okay, here we go, SPY. Let's load up. Let's see what's happening here. We're on a 15. Let's go to a daily first. Guys, you got bear dev here, man. You're getting ready to cross the zero mean. Chart was pretty clean until, bam, until this high. And you are way outside the power mean band. It's at 416. And that is 20 points below the daily reverse wave trend. Now, this indicator can chase down price action. You can see it happening as we speak. But, man, this is one hell of a drop. When this thing does come back down to test the reverse wave trend, which it will, yeah, they're going to see some pain. Going to see some pain in the markets. That's okay, though. That's okay. Let me look at the daily. This thing's been slowly just floating to the top side. The float is on. Let me see this 5-day real quick. Jiminy Christmas. And there you are, man. I mean, you're literally at the reverse fissure almost. Talked about this. Found support on the bottom side of the power mean band and just ripped right up to there. I mean, when you see a data set get outside the power mean band, it's flipping bullish, and you run all the way up here to the fissure. I mean, look at the weekly reverse wave trends at 406. We're talking like 34 points above. This thing just ran up to it. Now, it's still got a little ways to go, a few points, right? But it is almost there, man. That's pretty damn bullish. It's also, this is a cap. This is usually a cap on that data set. It's going to send this thing tumbling back down, at least test the power mean band, a reverse wave trend. When, though? I mean, this thing could go sideways underneath there. It could even break to the top side for a little while. It's just not sustainable when you understand the VEPS. And we're trending. We're literally trending on the top side on the 5-day. Guys, you don't get too much trend on the 5-day. This is why when we say the markets are like anywhere from like 80 to 90%, right, in a random walk all the time. Yep. These, I mean, look at this. Look how close this thing is getting. I mean, the all-time high, right? It's about 480, almost 40 points away from that all-time high. Pretty powerful. Pretty powerful. And it's got no freaking chill at all. You see this 3-day. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, you can get up above. This is what you want, though. Ideally, if this thing's really bullish, this is what you want that 5-day to end up looking like. You want the power mean band to break up to the top side of the reverse fissure, right? You want this to be support down here when you start running. So, same time, man. Look, we're going to get this cross, too, at some point out here. Probably around 410 area. Here maybe in about, I would say, since this is a 3-day, we're probably talking a couple weeks. Probably talking a couple weeks away. We'll have to see. Let it play out. Trending on the 3-day, too. Trending on the 3-day to the top side. Look at the volatility. Volatility on the 3-day is totally falling off a cliff. You got the low length at 0, grade at 0, the 981s at a 7, the 2400s at a 37. Yeah, all this volatility is really getting low here. During a trend, this thing could ebb and flow into a pump and just break the bear's legs. I mean, this thing could be running to new all-time highs, man. I mean, look at the 2-day. This is eventually what you want to see on that 5-day and the 3-day. You want the entire power mean band, all the log MAs, the reverse wave trend, all up above. So when you do get the pullback, you got the power mean band to support, the log MAs, the reverse wave trend. If you do get a big spill out, now look at the reverse fissure for support, right? It's not going to create a lower low. You're usually going to get a nice bounce from here. But as you see, you go up here, right? You test in, man, it shot to the top side. But look, immediately dumps back down below. popped it right back up. This is where workflow comes in real handy to understand what's going to really happen here. Let me see. Trending on, I mean, we're trending on the daily, 2-day, 3-day, 5-day. Trending. I've had a couple wave trend tests, right? Few wave trend tests. You are so far outside here. Goodness gracious. Even on the daily, we're talking 425. We're literally 11, 12 points above there. This has been some easy trading to the top side. I mean, for crying out loud. We'll see what happens when all these people in their little news, their news gets spilled on them. What happens? You don't need the news. You just need the VEPS. I'm telling you, at some point here, we're going to get a nice little pullback. And damn it, I haven't had time. I got to load up this other indicator. It's got the deviation bands around the reverse wave trend. I'll get to that hopefully today. I'm super busy. So even the 4-hour, man, you're way out here. Just been bouncing off the power mean band, right? Just been bouncing off the power mean band. Here was the last test of the wave trend, and it literally went to the fissure. And that's what I'm talking about. When you get everything above that fissure, it acts as great support. Kicks price action back up. Top side of the power mean band right now on the daily, 431. Yeah, you crazy right now to short this thing, though. It's been on a mission. And if you do, take your profits. I mean, right now on the 90, it's setting up hidden bull. Not setting it up, right? You had a low right here. And you got the returns oscillator turning up. It's a little bit of trend here. Is right at the 2 SD band too. Beautiful thing. That's what I love. Once you get a move and you blow the bands out, like right here on the trend, then it gives you nice areas. For these trends to hit these deviation bands. Gives you a little foresight on when the trend is going to be ending, going back into a random walk. That's all Entropy does. Trend, random walk. Trend, random walk. Trend, random walk. Starting to trend a little bit. I mean, you had a little bit of light blue here. That's just some weak trend. You want to see some nice bright blue. Then you know for sure you are trending. Yeah, this thing's got no chill, man. It's trying to break. Right now. And there's the hidden. On the 45. And look, you are literally on the 45 minute getting ready to cross the zero mean. Starting to have an outlier to the top side. As it's going back into a random walk. Z-score hidden bull. Then the higher length Z-score is definitely setting up some bear div. That's the thing right here. When you cross the zero mean, you want to see a higher high here. A run up to the 2 SD band would solve that problem of setting up any bear div at all. Real divergence between price action and returns. This isn't an RSI, right? RSI is built on really poor math, and it's built on price. So what are we doing? Why would you use that? I know a lot of people do. It's one of the probably most used traditional TA indicators out there. People talk about it lagging all the time, but people continue to use it. Maybe they just don't know a better way. They're in the echo chamber. You know, you've got YouTube Jimmy out there talking about, hey man, this is a great indicator. Oh, la 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 la. You guys, these guys aren't traders, right? Literally 99% of them don't trade. But they look like they're living the lavish lifestyle. Yeah, because you keep buying their programs. They're selling you shit. Go to any of these YouTube channels and look at all their affiliate links. It is crazy, man. They are literally, their job is to gaslight the shit out of you and to extract money from you as being part of their community. That's what they do. They're selling you lagging indicators. They're selling you foolish educational programs, trading psychology programs. I mean, are you kidding me? Who is falling for that crap? Trading psychology? What, because one guy years ago puts out a book? Everybody thinks he's like the god of psychology trading, right? Old Mark. Give me a break, man. And then everybody's just going to spin off of it. Hey, I'm a trading psychologist. I'll teach you. Guys, there's only one thing you should know. Don't be emotionally attached to your trades. That's the end. We're humans. We're supposed to show emotion. You win a trade, you're going to be happy. You lose a trade, hopefully you're going to get out of it really quick, but at the same time, you're going to be a little pissed. Correlation's going to break on me, huh? Well, I'm going to look at that. Why did the correlation break? What am I seeing in the other indicators? I need to log this away, right? I need to put this in the Rolodex. That's what I'm saying. If you ever get in a trade and you're immediately getting back out, study it. See if you can find a mistake you made. There's usually going to be something in there, and it's usually going to be hidden in the workflow, to be honest. You're going to see it happening down here, right? First, if you're entering on a 50, now it's a little hard if you're literally scalping the 1 minute. You're going to jump down and read the 30-second to get a little headwind when the correlation's going to break. You can, but guys, that's set up for the algorithms. Can you trade that fast? Really hard. Damn. This mosquito bite on my head is just driving me nuts. Got a really big expected move today, too. Didn't really shout that out. 440.25 to the top side. That will be at that reverse wave trend, right, on the 5-day. To the downside, 434.5. 434.5. Literally almost a 6-point range. Yesterday, it was only a 3-point. So they're expecting some volatility. Well, of course they are, right? Why? Because they're just sitting around waiting on the news. It's insane. You don't have to wait on the news. How about you make some news? Make some news. Whoa, Alpha Trader scores big. Oh, that is strange. Boy, that was weird. You were getting some bids on these 434 puts. Everything else was just falling off. Somebody's liking these 434s. It's right at the bottom. Right at the bottom of the expected move, too. You get a little market. There we go. The skew's starting to balance out a little bit now. Yes, it is. About damn even. It's actually a little bit to the put side now, right? It was like a 30-cent swing to the call side when the market opened. Now it's pretty much, now it's 10 cents to the downside. You got to be real careful here, man. Got to be real careful there. If you're scalping the low time frames, you're good to go. Just do that. Fill your tiny buckets. And here on the 45, right? Returns oscillator. It's crossing the zero mean right now. You're starting to see a nice candle. Let's see what happens. And you're having an outlier. Straight up. What's an outlier? It's a second standard deviation move or greater. Or let's put it this way. There's two different distribution models. Let's just say it's a 95.4% probability move or greater, right? And that's when we talk about the probabilities, it's not that there's a 95.4% chance that it's going to go to that area. But what the outlier is telling you is there's a fat tail event in progress. And that's what a fat tail event is. It's a 95.4% probability move or greater. So you can throw our projection boss on there, see where that 95.4% move is, front run that for some profit. Because I'm telling you, high probability of the time you're going to reach that area. But the whole thing is there's a 95.4% chance it doesn't exceed that area, goes to it. But if you break through that range, especially like on the 15-minute, you start closing some candles, there's a high probability you're going to run to the 99.7. These are the times where you can extend and get all the juice out of these trades just by understanding the distribution, what the algos are thinking. It's not retail traders pushing this thing, right? It's these algorithms, and they're going to have the buy mode on. If you're having an outlier, that's exactly what you're seeing. The big algos are like buy mode, let's run it down their throat. I mean, look at the outliers, right? Look at all the outliers. They're everywhere. To the downside, the bottom side, all over the place. This is on a 33-minute. But this is what variance is. The spread of data around the mean. The data spreads, the correlation, the outside line is the correlation. Is it positively correlated or is it negatively correlated? Is the inside line, which is variance, is it just white or did it turn pink, telling you There's a fat tail event, right? Powerful. So let's see something real quick. Where did this start? Let me make sure. What candle? Yeah, it's actually the previous one. Okay. Let's blow this up. Turn off the power means. Turn on the PB. Whoops. We got to drag this baby in a little bit. There we go. Let me pull this in here. Dun, 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 dun. Boom. Here's where the outlier started. Here's a 68. Here's a 95.4 Laplace up here, man. This is on a... wait a minute. I forgot to flip it back to a daily. Hold on. I knew something looked wrong. Here, let me get up here. There we go. What was that on? 33 minute? 1 second here. Yeah, it started... actually started right the last 33 minute candle yesterday. Let me see. Where the heck are you, bub? Let me back it up one. My friend, where have you gone? Where's my projection, boss? It got lost in the fluff. Help! Let me see here. Flip you on.
2 hours
Where's the
later.
data? There it was. There it was. There we go. Back it up one. Now we can put it on 33 minute. There we go. Let's scoot this thing up right there. There. Boom. I'm telling you what, man. It's already at 95.4. Nailed the 95.4. Now, does this 33 minute candle close above there? Right? Does it close above the 95.4 Laplace? If it does, you're probably going to run up here 438, 439 area to the 99.7. But you can see, right? You open up. I mean, this thing's already spanned, right? The mean of the projection, you got a wick to the downside, and then the wick to the top side is at the 95.4 Laplace. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go back to a 15 minute. Let me see. Yeah. So on the 15 minute, though, this baby is not up there yet. And this is about where I'll start, getting into trades, 15 minute, 9 minute. So we're up here at about, if it hits up here, 438, it's going to close above that level on the 33 minute. That's what you want to see. We got 437.5. Yeah, let's move this up a little bit on the 9. Yeah, you're pretty much up there. Getting really close. Even on these low time frames. Yeah, 6 minute. I mean, you're literally there. You're beating on the 95.4's door. Hello. And you can see that outlier was over. Look when the outlier was over. Right on that candle. Why? Well, look at it. Fat tail event. Done. Can it go higher? Sure it can. You got to close a candle above that level, though. All right, which is hard to do. Talking about a 95.4% probability level. There's a 95.4% chance this data set doesn't get above there. If that 4.6% rears its little bullish head and you jump up there, that this is where you're like, yeah, this is hyper bullish, man. Hyper bullish. It's a little bit on the struggle bus right here, trying to pull back. Interesting. Is that outlier pumping on the 4 hour? Not really. Let me see. Where are you? There you are. Let's back you up. Let's go to this 4 hour outlier. Yep, there you go. Pulled right back up inside. Look at that little sucker. Right when the outlier ended. It's just hovering. Remember, it doesn't matter what time frame, 1 minute or a weekly. There's a 95.4% chance the data set stays in there. This is the distribution right here. Google Monte Carlo simulation. They'll do like 10,000 simulated data set runs, right? Just a simulation. And it literally creates the distribution cone. It's crazy. You're There's literally, when you see the entire, at least a 3 standard deviation distribution cone, guys, there's a 99.7% chance all those data sets are going to stay within inside that cone. You see every once in a while, you'll see little data sets jumping outside the cone. They get pulled back right in immediately. Pretty powerful, man. Pretty powerful indeed. If you've never seen a Monte Carlo simulation, definitely Google it. Definitely go check it out. You'll be like, what the hell? Be like, why do you think we trade like this? It's all about math and probabilities. Meanwhile, you got people using lagging indicators built on poor math. Makes 0 sense. And they're hyping them, and they're pushing them on other people, and they're selling these things to people. You get people in a big community in an echo chamber, and they just, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But we don't have to get it. We're here to help. If you don't like the way you're trading now, we are here for you, right? If you're in the echo chamber and you think you've got the greatest gift that God's ever delivered to your charts, then continue what you're doing. Continue what you're doing, right? Show me why, though. Show me why. Do you have a great P&L, right? What? Because the strat that you're using, that's what this is. That's all this is. This is my strategy that goes into being part of my edge. This just isn't an edge right here. A lot goes into this, right? Why do you have a crappy P&L? Are you not limiting your losses? Are you that stubborn guy or gal that's going to sit in bad positions until you're thousands of dollars underwater, right? And if you're thousands of dollars underwater, hey, you're doing one thing right. You're not using leverage because you would already be liquidated. So you got a little part of the code in there, right? You're not using leverage. But why? Why would you do that? I mean, I get DMs sometimes, people, because people don't like to air their dirty laundry, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them, especially when you're learning and you do something that's totally the opposite of what we teach. But I'll get DMs. I don't know what happened. I'd be like, I did. You didn't limit your loss. Just get out of the trade. It's hard. It's really hard. But like I always say, you are literally going to get a bigger endorphin rush from getting out of a bad position than you will ever get winning. I'm telling you. Why? It's in your psyche. Your psyche's starting to figure out, hey, man, this guy gets it. This guy gets it. Let's give him a little endorphin pump. Whap, whap. I'm telling you, if you just get out of bad positions, you'd be surprised what it'll do for your P&L. Especially if you're using the VEPS and you're in a lot of good trades and you're taking your profits. Jiminy Christmas, man. I don't know if I get bit by a mosquito or a spider, but it itches like crazy. Might be a spider bite. Yeah, you live in the middle of the woods, you're bound to get bit by a spider every once in a while. We got some nasty little boogers here, though, man. We got black widows and brown recluse and all kinds of dirty little boogers. Obviously, everybody that knows me knows I already have issues with spiders. When you literally took my eye. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I try to love them. There's an agenda. They have an agenda. Okay. That's enough playing with SPY. SPY's wanting to move, I'm telling you. And what is this, 4 hour? You had your nice little outlier. Variance is coming down positively correlated. All right, look, no bear div, at least not locally. And you got to come all the way back here. All the way back here. And I'm pretty sure we did this yesterday, didn't we? I was looking at all this bear div and it's not there from way back. This is all you got to do. Boy, I hope let me check something real quick. Good. I switched it back. I was hoping I didn't remember when I switched it yesterday. Get your little measuring tool out here. Go to the current candle. Go all the way back where you think this div is starting. The higher high. There it is. That's the high. Right at the top of this data set. 24 bars. Add 1. The measuring tool never counts the first one. So we 25. Set your returns oscillator to a 25 length. You don't have to worry about changing anything else. Your smoothing length, your alpha squared length. We're just trying to see if the div is there. And it's not. Remember, we looked at this yesterday. You got a higher high there. Here's where the div, if you set it. But here's what's crazy. So now look, now there's bear div here. So take your measuring tool. This will keep you out of a lot of trouble too, by the way. Let's go to the top of this one, 16, 17. Set this returns oscillator on 17. See if the bear div's there. Yes, it is. And there's where it's at. It's coming from this point right here. So you're going to find support on the zero mean, get a higher high, and just blow that out of the water? Sure could. It's not even setting up any hidden bear, though, on the 4 hour yet, right? No hidden bear. You would need a lower low. That's what you need this to pull inside the zero mean. Get a pullback that maybe bounces off the projection here on the top side of the 68.3 with a lower low on the returns oscillator. Hey, hidden bull, boom, then kick it up. All right, let's reset this now. Back to a 7 length. So I always run this on a 7, but if I'm a little concerned on whether or not div on a longer term time series is going to play out, I'm going to switch up the lengths and see if it's really there. That's the only way you can do it. Meanwhile, people are using the RSI, built on poor math, built on price action. And they're using it static, like usually on like a 14 length, 15 length, whatever their little echo chamber guru's telling them to do. Totally ridiculous, man. Totally ridiculous. Meanwhile, you got the chief, right? He's talking about volatility at the same time selling shitty indicators. Makes zero sense, man. Dude, quit being a grifter. Get on the wagon, man. Switch it up. I mean, I've tried to help. You just don't want to listen. Egos are involved. Put it that way. There's no way this guy's a better trader than me. Well, it's easy when you don't trade. It's real easy. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Dude, I've given all these guys, right? I've talked them all. Be like, hey man, want to have a little trading competition? Never. Dude, they won't. They won't. Because it'll hurt them. It'll hurt the perception people have of them. It really will. You know, you've got these gurus, these YouTubers that are just claiming they're these great traders. Guys, stop falling for it, man. Stop falling for it, please. Now there's some people out there, you know, just giving pure. I like tech information, not like, oh, here's what's going to happen. Here's what's happening with the Fed decision. Blah blah blah. None of that kind of bullshit news. I'm looking for people talking about news about new technical developments in crypto, things like that. What's on the horizon? Well, hey, what's Cardano protocol doing? Well, what's Ethereum doing to clean their mess up? What a shitcoin. Sorry, ETH lovers. Give me a break, man. You got no supply cap. It's a total gas scam. It goes on, and it's a massive echo chamber. It's a massive echo chamber. I don't dig it, man. I don't dig it. And I was going to ask that 3-letter organization, how do you sue a decentralized blockchain? Is there a protocol for that? Warlord, who do you think they're going to sue? Who are they suing?
So here's Ripple's law thing. So the SEC is suing Ripple. They're not suing XRP. You know? So Ripple's the company that does the code for you to use XRP. Other people can also make the code. So they're going to be nailing the people that are making the code maybe to access this blockchain, because that's sort of what the SEC has already done. So they'll be bringing ADA to the floor, and then they're going to go, oh, you're decentralized, but what about all these people that made the dApps? So they'll have registered tech companies and all this stuff. So there's things like that they can look into as well furthermore. But I don't really know. It's like, how do you sue Satoshi, right? That's the question. So you can't really sue Satoshi, but you can sue everyone who's helping provide Satoshi's vision.
Yeah. Right.
So it's a gray area that one is thinking left and right, but I don't know, bro. That's about it. That's the only thing I can really think of that they can hammer down on. Otherwise, I'll
right? Yeah, I'm looking here. Let me see some. Let me see something real quick here. Yeah, so like if it comes to Cardano, it's like, okay, so what are you going to do? You're going to sue, what's the name of the company? Is it HOSK or something like that?
Yeah. I know the thing, the entity thing. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, wherever where they're doing all of their all the development and stuff. Wonder if that's who they're going to sue.
Yeah. So that could also maybe be the same. It's like the research and development department for Solana. I forget what we call it, Solana Foundation or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, this will be interesting.
But
But it's all total BS. I mean, God, dude, there's so much total BS going on these days. It's ridiculous, right? So here's the 4 hour. But we already had the outlier, right? Busted, boom, right there. Profit. But this is a 4 hour. I'm not trading a 4 hour. I'm just trying to see where this thing wants to go. You want to get down where it's. Let me see here on the daily. Yep, not having an outlier. It was. Yeah, it's just 33 minutes. Thing's alive and well. I love the 33-minute time frame. Should go right to the beginning. And this is what I'm looking for. It's probably above right now. Is it going to close above? It's right at the 95.4 Laplace distribution range. Right at the 95.4. Here's the 68.3. 95.4. Boom. Wait a minute here. What the heck? Yeah, that's right. You can see the bottom side of the 68.3 is just barely below the mean. That was tripping with me for a minute. So yeah, is it going to run to the 99.7? Then you got the 99.9999999 up here, which is powerful. When you get really, really big moves, that's the last line of defense, right? There's literally a 0.000000001% chance that the data set's going to close outside that range. So when you get to those areas, you're going to see price action go sideways or rip back down, because as soon as you get up there, there's a 99.7% chance it pulls back inside that area. There's a 95.4% chance it pulls back inside this area, and a 68.3% chance it pulls back inside that area. Probabilities are all of a sudden to the downside. That's when the probabilities kick in, when you're above those levels. It's like, whoa, we're up here naked as a jaybird, running like the 95. There's a 4.6% chance I should be up here. I'm starting to feel a little uneasy. And that's what happens. That's when you get the big pullbacks, usually mean reversion. We got to remember, returns will always mean revert, period. And when price actions follow him, man, it's pretty much a no-brainer how one should be trading. But this isn't easy. Like throwing a freaking couple exponential moving averages up there, or Fibonacci retracement level that people can use, and some people are like, oh no, this is the real way. It's like, really? So what, just because you anybody can use the Fibonacci tool, you can literally start the retracement from a ton of different areas. And literally a high percentage of people don't even know how to use the thing. That's the biggest problem. And they'll see one guy using it, right? Starting the retracement in an area where, oh, look at all these levels they're hitting. Yeah, okay. Well, look, you could start the retracement from here. I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. We don't start anything, just the starting point. Then we let the distribution populate, and we watch the data sets move through these probability levels. That's what we're doing. Pure math, right? Pure math. All right, let's get it. Turn off PB2, turn on power mean band. Yeah, we're getting way outside again. But SPY has got no chill, so it is going to run. There it is, trying to break through the first resistance level in the daily volatility range. Here's the top side of the 68.3. Then you've got the top side of the weekly range. Talked about this earlier. Here is the top side of the weekly. And what is it? Hump day? 438.82. So 439. And that just happens to be right at the reverse fissure. A little bit below. So do I think this is running here? So when you see the reverse fissure on the top side of the power mean band has some major resistance right here, and then literally the top of the weekly range, right? So when we're talking about a weekly time frame, guys, there's nothing above here. That's what these ranges are all about. First resistance level, right? Second resistance level, which yesterday found support. Look at the wicks. Now, do I think it's going to run to the third? Yeah, I do. And that is the second resistance level on the daily. So if this thing's really hyper bullish, here's what I'm telling you. Can it get above this level? Yeah. But by Friday close, you're going to see it come back inside this level. So if you run up here, let me pull this down a little bit. There's the top of the daily. All right, there's the top of the daily range. All the resistance levels, 441. So you could get a wick through that 5-day fissure, then pull back by the end of the week inside. It's not a big range, only a couple points. I'm just saying that we are literally to the top side of these ranges for the week, and it's only Wednesday. So could that be where we get the pullback into the reverse wave trend on those higher time frames? It could. It could. And it's going to, you can see how this is setting up, right? What's all the news talking about? Oh, they're going to pause. The pause. It's going to pause. Markets are going to explode. Markets are going to explode. So everybody's getting bullish. Well, we know we're almost at the top of the weekly range, and that would be a great area to just, and look at the timing. Look at the timing of what's happening right now. We're getting ready to get the Fed decision, and you're literally almost at the top of the weekly range by that time. Perfect place. Everybody think you're bullish, and then just dump the shit out of it and wreck everybody. I'm telling you, man, they use news to manipulate people. Does it have to happen like that? No, but that's how it's setting up. That's the appearance I'm seeing. So we're going to have to let it play out. What time's that come in? 2 or something? Be real funny if this thing just hangs around up here, and then when you get to the decision, the thing just dumps out, and then everybody's going to cry. But wait, they put it up. And that's what usually happens. We got a low flying chopper. What you want? Come get you. No snooping. Yeah, I mean, I'm way out in the boonies, but we're also like, so the airport is literally like northeast of me. Man, I'm right in a flight path. So that's one thing you hear all the time. Big jets, and they're low too. They're low because the airport's, I don't know, 40 miles, maybe 50 miles away. So we get a lot of air traffic. I'll tell you what, there's more planes that go through my property a day than there are cars on the street out front, put it that way. You just see like 2 cars maybe. So I'm perfect back here on the road. I'm totally centered. So people to the right side of me leave the woods going that way. People on the left side leave the woods going that way. I'm kind of right in the middle. So not a lot of traffic. Love it. Love it. Very quiet. Cool neighbors. Dogs get to run. Speaking of my boy, where is he? Finally getting out of this little rainy we had the last few days too. It's nice and sunny. Good to go. Good to go. There we go. We closed that 15-minute candle above.
Yo, stupid question. Question.
All right.
You don't have to answer it. But what do your neighbors do? Like, you know, like my neighbor's farm, cow, at a military base.
Yeah.
Some green peppers on my right, and sunflowers and roses, international roses. So that's a big giveaway. But yeah.
Everybody out here is homesteading. Everybody's got big gardens, which I am I love gardens. I'm just, man, dude, I've been so busy. I don't have a garden yet, which is just, ugh. But my neighbor's got enough for everybody. He literally told me, "Hey, you're going to need some peppers and tomatoes?" I'm like, yeah. He's got a massive, probably about a half-acre garden, just packed. Growing every
Shit.
sweet corn, peppers, tomatoes, eggplants, zucchini, name it. So yeah, everybody out here is just homesteading, man, pretty much.
Good check.
Horse properties, couple cow farms here and there, but they're like on the edge of the woods outside, and like where there's some big pastures and stuff. Yeah.
Would you say that's like how many miles away? 5 miles away, 2 miles away, 10 miles away?
No, actually, the nearest like little dairy farm is probably, I don't know, a couple miles.
Cool. Yeah, it's about the same like me then. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5K.
Yep. Yeah, it's cool out here. Good times. Need to build. Once I get it all set up and stuff, I'll have a little alpha trading freaking getaway. So I'll go hang out for a week and chill in the woods. Bilbo, chase coyotes, shoot guns.
Power points for privilege.
Power points for privilege. Power points for privilege. Yes. Indeed, sir. Indeed. Yeah, I hear you, Chris. Yeah, I mean, and we are progressively having to move out farther and farther and farther. That's why I skipped. I went real far. It'll take a while to catch up. But just out here, yeah, it's kind of rough terrain too. I mean, this is some of the highest points in the state where I'm at. So yeah, it's nice out here, man. I really love it. Got about 12 acres. Yeah, perfect amount. Not too much, not to be able to keep it up. But I'm telling you, like 8 acres of it is just wooded. You know, there's the last owner put up a few deer stands out back and stuff, so it's set up pretty nice. But yeah, it's the majority of it's wooded.
What's the Airbnb situation over there? Like you build little wooden log cabins. I've seen your waterfall on your river.
Yeah,
it's like unreal, dude.
Yeah, not. I mean, I haven't searched for Airbnbs out here, but I would imagine, dude, people out here are pretty quiet, keep to themselves. That's why I love. Like in the winter, all the forest loses all of its greenery. I mean, I've got 4 neighbors I can literally see. When spring rolls around, these woods sticking up, you can't see anything. Everybody's got their own little piece of heaven, but everybody minds their business. Which, unlike in the cities, everybody's in everybody else's business, which I cannot stand. It's like, look, I'm not going to get in your business. No need for you to be in mine. Right? We can be friendly neighbors without being in each other's business, and everybody likes their privacy. And yeah, it's good. Everybody's dog friendly too, thank God, because my dogs love to run. They know more of the neighbors than I do. At least that's what one of my neighbors, one of the ones I talk to all the time, was telling me. He's like, yeah, have you met them? No. Well, Ace has. I'm like, I'm sure he has. It's like, yep, everybody loves them. Well, a lot of them got livestock, chickens and goats. And so he's running off all the coyotes, which is good. Running off the scavengers. Indeed, sir. Indeed. Holy crap, 10:20 already. So there you're on the 5-day. Literally almost up there. This is what you want. You want this 5-day power mean band to bust up through this fissure at some point. Now, this is a ways off. Speaking of 5-day, and it's going to have to stay bullish. But you're way out here. You're way outside the power mean band. When this correction happens, which it will, it just does. That's why we use this indicator to know where these areas are at. But yeah, it's going to be a violent move. You're going to see a lot of people get in trouble. Today'd be a perfect time because they got everybody bullish, right? No fear in the markets. Look at VIX. Dropped back down. It got back over 15. Wasn't having it. Pulled right back. And Dixie's just a train wreck because it is worthless. So Everybody's pretty bullish on the markets until they're not, until they get wrecked. I'd be taking profit 100%. No way would I be sitting in a trade with this manipulation getting ready to rip loose here. Whatever they're going to do, I could care less what the Fed says. It doesn't matter.
Do we know what time they say?
I think it's
like
usually
what time it should all resolve.
I think it's like
when they start speaking, like
2
19 minutes, 15 minutes from now.
I think it's like 2 o'clock, right? 2 o'clock Eastern, something like that.
How many hours away is that for you?
About 3.5.
Roughly?
3 hours and 40 minutes or something.
Then.
Yeah. At least I think that's when it usually is. 2. That's why I probably see maybe get this reverse Fisher tested on the 5-day. Go from there. You can see what's going on in BTC, right? And gold pulled back yesterday. Let me go over here to gold. I'm telling you, man, look out for gold. Been warning these gold bugs. Yeah, so yesterday, what was the low? Look, gets sucked right back up into the weekly range right here. But yeah, it was back down to like 1940. Yep, 1940. Let's take a quick peek at gold real quick here. I'll show you some. There's the 5-day. Let this power band mean populate. There you go. There was the last time we were outside the power mean band like this. Got up above the Fisher. This is total no man's land. You get up above that reverse Fisher. You're outside the power mean band. Look how quick. Wham! Right back to reverse wave trend. Wick right to it. Then you bounce off of it, right? Gold's bullish again. Get in there, get yourself a bunch of future contracts, and then rip right back down, wrecks everybody, and then pumps the brakes off. Now here you are again. When? Here's this cross. If gold really is bullish, you're getting ready to cross up wave trend and Fisher. Been talking about this. It's going to happen in the next couple 5-day candles. Yeah, literally. You're going to see an intersection right over here. Probably, I don't know, early couple weeks from now, maybe 3 weeks, maybe right at the end of the month, to be honest, is when it's going to happen. Perfect time to come down and test. Is it going to bounce off reverse Fisher? Is it going to bounce off this cross down here? I mean, we're there. It's under 1900. Be prepared, gold bugs, right? Be prepared. Could it just go? Sure it could. But we know what happens. Returns mean revert. Have they? Yeah, they have. But usually when you get this far outside the power mean band, at some point you're coming back down, test a wave trend. And what are the bears really doing? Testing the bulls. Are you guys serious? You going to support price action here or not? Because if not, they're going to run it to the bottom power mean band. That's 1800. This is the people have this indicator. They understand these things. There's a lot of information packed into one indicator here, and it works very well. Go to a daily. Especially the way the daily's setting up. Just like Bitcoin. All right? Not promising. You're getting wicks up into these log MAs, up into the reverse wave trend. This has got a nice, and you're inside the power mean band. All right? Using the 99 log MA as support. You're getting ready for the cross to the downside on the daily, where the 5-day, it's going to be happening the top side. This is where you could get the pullback. You could see this thing pull back. There's the reverse wave trend on about the 5-day, right in this area right here, right? So what would that do? Now you're on the daily, you'd be way outside the power mean band. Then you could start to move to the top side again. This is going to get tricky for all you gold bugs out there, though. I would not be holding this. I'm not holding it. All right? We're in a digital age. I was listening to Peter Schiff on literally an ordinal live stream, and he went from making a tiny bit of sense that this fucking dude's lost now. He does not understand Bitcoin at all. He goes, well, gold's worth something because they mine it. And in my head, I'm going, are you a fucking absolute moron? How do you think they bring Bitcoins into existence? They mine it. And it costs a lot of money. At one point, the average price to mine a Bitcoin, I remember because it got that low. That's where that $3,100 low on Bitcoin, that was about the average price it costs to mine a Bitcoin. I'm pretty sure it was right around $3,000 at that time. What it is right now, I have no idea. We could Google it, look it up or whatever, but yeah, it costs a lot of money to mine these things. It gives it value. But why is anything worth, why is there a value on anything? That's because people like us are putting value on it. People are like, I cannot believe Bitcoin's at $26,000. Why? That's what people are valuing it at, right? That's the fucking line right there. The bears and the bulls. It's crazy, man. People put value on things. That's why they're worth money. But Peter Schiff would tell you there's no reason for Bitcoin to be worth anything, even though now he's dick deep in Bitcoin, in ordinals. He literally said he'd rather own ordinals on one Satoshi, because at some point, one Satoshi with the correct ordinal on it, if it's a rare sat, could be worth a Bitcoin. If you think about that, that's powerful. When you know how many Satoshis are in a Bitcoin, that's pretty damn powerful. And hey, we've already had Catalina Whale Mixer, right? Launched Nakamoto whales. They've had like 3 or 4 sales, 1 Bitcoin, right? 1 Satoshi sold for 1 Bitcoin. That's crazy. And that's what got Peter Schiff off the bench. Oh my gosh. What's this? Well, I'm going to get into ordinals. But he still won't buy the underlying. He won't buy Bitcoin. He was literally talking about it in Spaces. He doesn't see any value in it. He doesn't understand why it's valuable. Same reason, you dumbass, why gold has value on it. Because you're putting that, you think gold is worth $1,958 an ounce. You're part of it. You're putting value on that. And they're mining it. But here's what I'm trying to say. There's no supply cap on gold. Shit, you think he'd be buying Ethereum. He loves that shit that has no supply cap. How is it, why are you putting value on something that doesn't have a supply cap? You can mine that shit to the end of the world. There's no cap at it at all. How are you getting that value? When we know Bitcoin has a supply cap, on-stream analytics will tell you how many Bitcoin are probably lost on the blockchain. People are like, well, how do you get it lost? People lose their private keys. Back in the early days, people didn't see value in Bitcoin. They were throwing away old computers with wallets that had thousands of Bitcoins on them. All right? You had people that lost a shitload of Bitcoin in the Silk Road debacle, that the U.S. government stole all those Bitcoins. Yeah, I said stole, because that's exactly what they did. It's crazy. That's what our government does. It just steals shit and calls it their own. Countries, currencies, whatever. Yep, 2 p.m. Thank you, Matt. Oh, not selected interest rates. Yeah. 2-day meeting. Beautiful. Hope they're having fun. Bunch of scammers. So, what's the news? Any news? Yeah, it's going to come out. Pretty nuts. But like I said, this is what, there's so many things trading in low time frame volatility does for you. It takes you out of this echo chamber. You don't give a shit about the news anymore. You don't have to. Right? You don't have to. And you can see it. If you know how to build a workflow for yourself, the VEPS are going to tell you the news. We keep saying that and people are just in denial about it. Right? Volatility creates the news, not the other way around. People think the news comes out and then the volatility kicks in. I guarantee there's already volatility kicking in. We haven't had the news yet. I'm not going to give my bias of what I think is going to happen, right? Because I don't like people to follow me. That's why I don't give a lot of signals. If you read between the lines, I'm always giving them, but I'm not going to come straight out and be like, hey, man, I would be longing the shit out of this. No, I'm not going to do that. What's another reason why? Because everybody wants to know the macro. Oh, what's going to happen a month from now? I could give a shit less what's happening a month from now, but I'm going to look at the higher time frames because they're part of my workflow to give me bias intraday trading. That's all it is. That's why I look at macro time frames. I'm not looking at a 7-day, a 5-day, a 3-day, a 2-day, even a daily or a 4-hour, right? I'm not looking at it for that reason, to give me a trade idea. It's giving me bias on trade ideas I'm going to sprout on the low time frames and about risk. If I'm trading with my bias, risk on. If I'm counter trading my bias, I'm going to pull risk off. I'm still going to take the trade because the VEPS are telling me to. Hey, take that low time frame scout, but take risk off because there's a higher probability of the correlation breaking and the trade going against you. That's what I've figured out over the years trading the system. Let's see. Dum, dum, dum. Clean charts. Clean charts on gold. Let's go all the way to a 4-hour. Yeah, it's choppy. Giving the gold bugs hope, right? But look, I mean, I'm telling you, man, how many times you gonna reject off reverse Fisher and the 99 log MA and not think this thing could really dump out hard? Look at the data set. Look at the power mean band. What is this telling you? It's telling me something, but these are things you're gonna have to learn for yourself, because what's setting up right now? Hidden bear on the 4-hour is setting up on the Z-score as well, on both Z-scores. Hidden bear, you're getting a higher on the oscillator. You're having an outlier to the top side on the 30 length Laplace Z-score. It's almost at the upper confidence intervals. I'm telling you, this move to where I think gold is going, from looking at my workflow and knowing where these higher time frame reverse wave trends are and how far outside the power mean band these things are, it's going to be swift and it's going to wreck some people, but they deserve it, right? Why? Well, because you're trying to swing trade volatility, or you're investing in an asset that has no market, that has literally no supply cap at all. That should freak people. I don't get it, man. That's why I love Bitcoin. That's why I don't dick around with Ethereum. Period. I'm not going to mess around with cryptos that don't have supply caps. It makes 0 sense to me. Hell, if I'm going to do that, I might as well just go buy gold. Get that gold in my hands. Another thing, right? What are you investing in? What are you holding? Paper? Dude, it's worthless. It's as worthless as the people issuing it. I'm telling you. Guys, I don't get it, man. Stop buying paper commodities. Please. Silly to me. Never done it when it comes to heavy metals. I bought gold and silver, but that's because I walked right into the gold and silver shop and walked out with hundreds of pounds of heavy metal. All right. Then you just sit on it. Now, is that a pain in the ass? Yeah, it is. I used to buy like 5 cases of silver at a time. They weigh 36 pounds a piece. And they're small. It's awkward as hell carrying them. It's like carrying Matt's concrete bags around. I need to put a handle on the damn things. He's laughing. He's laughing right now, I guarantee it. I probably just interrupted a conference call and he's laughing. Why are you laughing? Well, you know. Can we get handles on these bags? If you've ever carried an 80-pound bag of concrete, you know what I'm talking about. It's just awkward as hell. You got to carry it like a book.
Yeah.
Heavy ass book.
You're worried that you're going to tear it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the last thing you want to do. Yeah, I see people. They'll grab like flat, like a book, and grab on each end. What happens? The thing just splits right in half. You can't carry them like that.
No.
You got to carry them sideways. Now you can carry them like a book in front. Yeah, it's stand it up on its end. This is what you do at alpha trading. Now we're giving data on how to carry concrete bags. You get it all here, baby. You get it all here. Where's the soundboard at?
So when you're building the gun room to protect your ledger, you don't blow your back out. You don't need contractors.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we're good. We are good. Jesus. Well, hey, if anything, you're here for the comedy. You're here for the camaraderie, right? And I've said this before, right? When I'm trading, I've always got something going in the background, something having to do with crypto, something, right? Listening to a stream of somebody that I like, or so if that's why you're here, kudos to you, man. Welcome to the community. We don't care how you trade. We've said it a million times. We don't care if you come by our indicators. We trade. We're not extracting money from our community and then lying and saying, hey, we're traders. This is what we do. No, we actually don't care if you come by our indicators. That should tell you something right off the bat. What the hell? Why don't they want? Well, because we know what we got. We're just trying to help you. Right? We are actual traders. So if you want to change, if you want to learn how to volatility trade low time frames, here we are. Oh, hilarious. That's it right there, Matt. Exactly. I've seen that before. Hey, see if you can lift this bag above your head. And then as soon as you do, they can razor blade it. Yes, very funny. And that is just nasty. That is nasty. There's so much fucking the everything in that. Not good for your body. Hilarious. Well, we know Matt's listening at least. Laughing too. Probably can't get any work done. Damn that Bilbo. He's making me laugh again. So yeah, here's the 4 hour, right? 4 hour setting up, right? Here it was again, right here. Setting up hidden. Setting up hidden. And then it boop, dumped back down. Now it's setting it up again. And this is what you'll see happening when you're getting these rejections. Because the reverse wave trend, you're gonna create, right, lower highs as the returns oscillators creating higher highs. You can run this down on hidden all day long. But of course, I mean, I see shit probably season up here for the next couple hours, to be honest, because people want to know what they want to think they know what's going to happen, but they're also scared shitless. I'll say it again: scared money doesn't make money. Scared money doesn't make money. Let's go down here on the 1 minute time frame on gold. Huh? Imagine that. People are trying to swing trade this shit instead of scalping this, man. So many good scalps all over the place on a 1 minute time frame. Meanwhile, people are swing trading it, right? Oh, I'm not taking profit. Oh, I got wrecked. Oh, I'm in a long again, not taking profit. Oh, I got wrecked. Oh, let's get in a long again. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take some profit here. Oh, wait, we're going to get a massive dump. I'm going to get in this swing trade, right? I'm going to make all that money back on those losses right here, and it's just going to dump forever. Whoop! This is trading low time frame volatility, right? Imagine you trying to swing trade a 4 hour. These are 1 minute scalps right here. Powerful. Here we go. Power mean band setting up. You're below the 99 log MA. Probably come back up. Maybe to the bottom of the power mean band. Going to start rejecting again on hidden. Maybe. You're already setting a higher high here, right? You get a rejection on the wave trend here in the 1 minute. It's just going to continue to spill out. Fun times. Okay, let's see. Let's search through these. NASDAQ, actually, the minis. NASDAQ's the one. All right, what's Tesla doing? Tesla must be up. Where you at? Come here, you little shit. There you are. Yeah, 0.8%. Not a lot, but yeah. NASDAQ is definitely running. I just see what Treasury's doing. Yeah, they're down. Of course, they're down.
Bobo,
hey.
Can you please stop manipulating the gold market here with your signals and your indicators?
Sure.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Yeah, the 1 minute just did exactly what I thought it was going to do. Does it reject here, though? All right? Does it reject here? Because look, there's bull div. But that bull div's setting up hidden. If it can't get above these log MAs and that reverse wave trend, it's just going to set up a lower high. All right? Now, returns oscillators up here fluttering around. But this is a perfect spot for rejection on some hidden bear. After the bull div move. Bull ain't, just bull. Bullshit. Let's see here. Heading back into a random walk. Let's see. Oh, Dixie. You just wrecked, man. Dixie's just wrecked. Let's take a peek at Dixie. Get a 1 minute. Well, that's just gross. Here's a daily, huh?
Yeah, let's crush the 1 minute for a session.
Oof.
Just for a couple of minutes, yeah. It's good. It's good.
Well, I flipped to the daily immediately, but yeah. There was that wave trend test there. Bounce back outside, run up, wave trend again. Tried the bulls just push it right to the reverse fissure. Then you find support on wave trend. Here we are again. Did it come back, test the wave trend? Yeah, on the daily. And this is Dixie. Doesn't matter what asset. I don't care if you're trading Pokemon cards, man. Doesn't matter. All the data sets are following the returns. All of them. And a lot of people get confused. Returns. What the hell? Returns. It's ROI, man. It's a return on your investment. That's why when you see divergence building, when you see divergence between price action and returns, it's literally a shot across the bow telling you, look, right? The return on your investment is diminishing. I'd highly recommend you taking your profits. That's the return oscillator screaming at you, telling you that. And usually you're going to see other things adding up. Like, hey, we're on this run. We're on this bull run, but wait, we are outside the power mean band. I know what happens. Take your profit. Were you having an outlier? Did the outlier end? Did volatility peak? Did volatility peak at 100 percentile with grade? Did you take your profit? There's so many things here where if you're using traditional TA, it's literally like pissing in the wind or on an electric fence, like we said yesterday. You don't want to do either. They're both going to hurt. One more psychologically than the other. One's more of a physical pain. The other one's more of a psychological pain. Yeah, I just pissed on myself. Damn it. The other one? Yeah. You only do it once. You'll probably never piss outside again the rest of your life after you do it. It'll shell shock your ass. Wait, there could be an electric fence line down there somewhere. Because it'll shock you. Yeah. It'll shock you where the sun don't shine. Unfortunately. Yeah. Little ba-bum-bum. Yep. Right on the ain't. Good Lord. All right, we're dragging through the mud now.
House experience, yeah.
We're dragging ourselves through the mud. Let me see the 5-day on Dixie. This thing is hurting. Wow. I'm telling you, man, on this 5-day, if this power mean band breaks down through this reverse fissure, Dixie's going to have a rough time. It's already having a rough time. Right? Was hyper bullish, bouncing off the power mean band. This isn't a super guppy. These are power means. These aren't lagging exponential moving averages. For all you people out there using that color for a little sweet little whatever the hell it is, guys, we have a much better tool for you. Right? It's not a lagging indicator. We know returns mean reverse. This gives you good areas. So yeah, we got that. Hidden bear, man. Hidden bear on Dixie on the 5-day. Right at the reverse wave trend. 99 log MA in the future. Right back down close to 100. Probably. Coincidence? FOMC meeting today. Everybody's waiting on the news. This dollar could dump out. But everything, I mean, there's a lot of shit just steady right now. Steady. Everybody's pausing. We're not seeing too many big moves. Baba, we don't care about you. But you got like Southwest, probably Carnival Cruise Lines. They're moving. Yeah, man. Been great trades. Southwest and Carnival. Roku went on a damn hell of a run. Look at Roku. Let's pop. Let's go to a daily. Yeehaw! Andale! Look, guys, though. You're way outside the power mean band. I'm telling you. And I would not be a bit surprised on Roku. Let's put it on here. I bet you this baby is really close to the top side. Where are you, Roku? Where are you? There you are. Let's see. Weekly. Dun, 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 dun. No, you're really not. SPY way ahead of you, son. Hell, you're not even to the first resistance level. Roku could run like crazy. There's the first resistance level. But this is right. This is a 15-minute. This thing came out of the dungeon, literally. We throw this on a 4 hour. See where this is at. Yeah, I mean, you were down here around $50. I mean, this thing's pumped like what, 50%? Yeah, it has. But I'm telling you, man, look out today. I'm telling you, man. These markets, everybody is just going in saying, yeah, these markets are going to pump. We're going on just a massive bull run. There's probably gonna be a pause with these interest rates and stuff. It's like, I'll tell you what, guys, be real careful if you're bullish here, because I'm seeing a lot of shit setting up right now where at some point we're going to get a massive pullback and people are going to get wrecked, and then they're going to cry manipulation. Well, that's what it is. They're manipulating you with news. Instead, you could be using the VEPS and seeing all this setting up and going, yeah, we're moving to the top side. There's no doubt. Do I trust it? Absolutely not. That's why you trade low time frame volatility. You don't care. You're using all this as a workflow. And my bias increasingly here coming into the end of the week is going to be, I don't know, I'll let you in more tomorrow when I do it, but it's at some point this thing's going to pull back, man. These markets are going to pull back. For sure. And how'd they manipulate before, right? Jerome Powell came out and said, we must crash the stock market. Literally, right when he said that, the markets just went off haywire to the top side. Right? Everybody gets short. Oh, the Fed's saying they're going to crash the stock market. Well, we better dump. And boom, they just got wrecked because fucking it ran off the chain to the top side. And now you're getting like a little chatter, right? Oh, markets are going to pump. It's going to be crazy. Blah, blah, blah. Perfect time to dump on them. We'll see what happens. I love watching it play out, though. Seeing everybody crying on Twitter because they're trading news or they're listening to some so-called freaking trading guru. Dude, most of them are total scammers. Total scammers. You can tell immediately when you go into a Discord or on their YouTube channel. Go and immediately look how many affiliate links they have. They're extracting money out of their communities. Period. The end. That's how they make money. They're trying to get you to buy shit. Their programs, psychological, traditional TA, whatever it is. They're trying to get you to buy this stuff. Where, hey, come to Alpha Trading. We're going to tell you we don't care if you buy our indicators. But we're here if you want to, if you see something here. Don't come in right away, though. Look, we're going to give you a free volatility starter pack so you can learn the basics of volatility trading. And if you like it and you like the community, then we got a 2-week free trial, right? You get about 14 of our 40 indicators or over 40 indicators. New ones coming out all the time. Dev's always pushing the envelope, right? We're trying to get to the point where we all talk about it behind the scenes. We want the green, red, smashy, smashy. That's what we're calling it. When that indicator, when we build it, that's going to be the name of it. The red, green, smashy, smash. So you see this indicator built on the VEPS. We're trying to include a lot of different stuff. When you see that thing go bull, you hit green. When you see it go bear, you hit red. You take your profits, you limit your losses, you're not emotionally attached to the trades. Boom. Welcome, hero. You found us. It's good stuff, man. This is what we're doing. This is what we grind every day for. Create better tools for traders. All right. Let's see. Yeah, man, a lot of these assets are getting out of control here. Moving, right? Moving. It's funny, you got all this bear div setting up, but we looked right on the 4 hour. It's only coming from this point. Just got some local bear div. Same time, it's not setting up any hidden bull yet. That's if this breaks down through and you get a crash and then you get down the reverse wave trend on the 4 hour, back down to like 422. There's not going to be any hidden, right? Because you're going to get a lower low, number one, lower low on the returns oscillator. 15-minute. Yeah, that's always pretty powerful. But look, you're crossing down the zero mean on literally no div at all. The div that's setting up is hidden bull. All right, you're getting a lower low on the returns oscillator. You drop below, you get this returns oscillator down to the 2SD band here with 2 points of hidden, which that would, you're not going to get all the way to the wave trend. You're getting right here, right? Get a low around 436, and that would be a bounce for some continuation, because that's all hidden divergence is. It's continuation of a previous move. Hidden bear is going to be continuation of the last bear move, last bear div play. Right? Same with hidden bull. It's going to be continuation of the last bull div play. Doesn't work the other way around. There's an ebb and flow to divergence, right? Just like there's an ebb and flow in volatility. Just like there's an ebb and flow in all these every indicator you see. There's something going on in the underlying. You got to figure it out. And it's all in the workflow. That's why we say all the time, this is going to take some work. And we got some guys that have been in here for a short amount of time that are grinding, and they get it, right? There's several people that get it. And this is what we like. We like to trickle in. That's why we're not beating the drum everywhere, telling people, come buy our indicators. No, we want real traders, right? We want people that want to become their own signals. You'll be shocked. The only time I ever watch any news or anything having to do is literally for fun. I could care less what they're talking about because I have the confidence of using volatility to trade with. Volatility is the baseline of everything. People are like, hey man, why you guys never talk about volume? Look, I got this great volume strat. It works great, right? You just got to see, well, when the volume starts to expand and then the RSI is coming up from the oversold area, and it just blah, 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 blah. It just makes zero sense, man. You're using lagging indicators. And we can prove it time after time after time again by comparing the returns oscillator to an RSI, a MACD, or a stochastic indicator. That when it does give a divergence read, people are getting wrecked because the play is already done because it's a lagging indicator, man. And people don't know how to trade divergence to begin with. That's why we're here. We're here to help people. Period. The end. You could come in this Discord, get the free volatility starter pack, ask 100 questions a day, get answers, by the way, usually pretty quick. I mean, there's 6 of us. We're spread around the entire world. I mean, if you knew where we all lived, we got all the bases covered. It's pretty powerful. Even in the U.S., we were perfectly spread across the United States. One in the center, East Coast, West Coast. Then we got 3 guys in other countries around the world. I mean, we literally, Alpha Trading, we have encompassed the entire globe. We are here for you. All right. What next? That's right. Then we got the African crypto war.
Sunrise.
Yeah, exactly. We got one down under. I always wonder, how's he not fall off the earth? How do you not fall off the earth down there? It's interesting. Obviously, I'm being funny. Let's see. But yeah, just crazy world we live in, man. Powers that be always got people fighting each other about something. Always. Separation is their play. And they do it all the time. To the point where they will literally start a movement counterproductive to another movement just to create more separation, where there isn't even any. It's all an illusion. Separation is an illusion. You usually have the people that are doing the separated literally creating the opposition in the first place, co-opting movements, making them big. Because they know if we all come together, they are shitty. You guys know there's literally like 13 families that are controlling 8 billion people. And we let them do it because of propaganda. If everybody took their TV and threw it in the fucking garbage tonight, this madness would be over. That's how they're controlling people, because everybody's just watching TV. Especially in, the more, not civilized, but the more advanced cultures, right? That's how they are controlling. They know everybody's got TVs. They know everybody's watching the news. It's insane. We need to get rid. That is their main tool. Let's get rid of it. Get rid of your TVs. Turn them into monitors, trading the VEPS. Put them to real work.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That's why I got a 60-inch TV behind me. Every once in a while, there'll be a Netflix show on, right? But most of the times, it's the monitor. I'll have my exchange up on when I'm trading. 100%. Yes, yes, yes. I did have it hanging above, but yeah, that's scary. So I put it back. But it's got a massive arm. I can literally bring this monitor right here. I mean, it's got a big swing arm on it. So yeah, it's lovely. But then I'm in the middle of this freaking frequency field. Just getting zapped on all levels. Buzz, buzz. Yeah. Yep. All right, man, we're about to cut this off. Let's see. Roku, right to the top side of the 68.3. Good for you. All right, SPY. I'm telling you, too. So SPY went up, hit the top side of the 68.3. Wouldn't be a bit surprised if it ranges right in this area. Especially, you got the top side of the weekly right here, which is leading me to believe, just be real careful here. Because they're trying to give the perception out there that these markets are ready to get hyper bullish because of what the Fed is about to announce. Man, you're at the top side of the weekly range. The more likelihood would be for them to spout their BS. Everybody think it's going to be bullish, and this thing's just going to freaking rip to the downside, at least back to the weekly range. All right, 430. I mean, it's not too big of a drop, but they're getting people in really bad positions. That's why I haven't made any trades today. I'm sitting on my hands. I'm going to let this all play out. Tomorrow and Friday will be real interesting. Real interesting. So yeah, another good freaking stream today. Talked about a lot of the manipulation going on. More reasons why you should trade low time frame volatility and do not swing trade. They count on people swing trading. There's a reason why all these gurus out there are teaching people how to swing trade. They're part of the problem. They're being paid to do these things. They're getting paid to on-ramp crypto traders onto leveraged exchanges. The most volatile asset class ever, and people are using leverage in it. You do understand that leverage is not supposed to be used in volatile markets. It's to be used in non-volatile markets, commodities, Forex. Maybe you haven't noticed lately. There's volatility in everything because of the uncertainty out there, right? The manipulation that's going on. So be careful. Be real careful. I would definitely let this play out today. I would not be entering any trades, and I'm not. I'm trying to lead by example. I'm just going to have fun. All right? I'm going to go out, enjoy some sunshine, play with the dogs. So we will be back tomorrow, Thursday morning. June 15th, already the middle of the month. Man, time flies. All right, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Keep sharp. Like I said, I would be sitting on my hands today. I would be sitting on my hands. A lot of people are going to get wrecked. So with all that being said, wherever you live out on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. Alpha Trading out.